Hello world, I'm Sepper, and here is a tiny prototype I made to practice adding juice to a game. Game juice, or game feel, describes elements of a game that give a sensory experience to the player, from the player interacting with that element. A great, well-designed game should be fun, irrespective of the story. And this usually means fun mechanics and immediate and plentiful feedback from those mechanics. For instance, in God of War Ragnarok, a player may feel a lot of fun just from throwing the Leviathan axe at vases or wind chimes because of the feedback and amusement that it gives to the player. So, how did I manage to make my prototype juicy? Well, first, I wanted to make pieces of this prototype feel more alive, so I have squish and squash animations for the square player and the cylinder enemies that correspond to their movement. After I bring these pieces to life with these animations, I need the elements to react to the world and to the player. This led to the characters flashing white when they receive damage, and I achieved this in code by changing the sprite color on impact. Now, this reactiveness wouldn't be complete without audible feedback as well, which is why I have sound effects for the dashing impact on an enemy. I also have a distinctive noise that gives the impression of damage being taken. Now the final juicy element to add was a camera shake effect. Now, a camera shake can be a very abrupt form of feedback, so in this scenario, less is more. A large camera shake can really break the immersion of gameplay and disrupt the player's flow. But, if it's used well, it can really make the player feel the impact of damage taken or dealt, which is precisely what I aimed to accomplish here. Altogether, all these juicy elements put together made it fun to dash into an enemy, and I think the learning I took away from this can be applied to almost every future project, and hopefully my next project will be a full game rather than a prototype. So thank you for watching, and if you'd like to try out the prototype, the link is in the description.
I see. So you're deliberately attempting to push me into some sort of emotional outburst, aren't you? Well, I'm not so easily swayed, my good man. Stop with the stupid chime! Oh dear. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from.